Hello everyone and welcome to episode 6 of the Wizard101 Let's Play series. As you can see, I accidentally walked forward and talked to Bartleby, because for some reason this quest isn't a talk to, it's a go to, and then he just automatically starts talking, so I kind of miss things, and I can't go back in dialogue, so rest in peace. That kind of sucks.
Back here to Wizard City. Throughout your adventures, you will discover new keys, and new worlds, and wondrous things, and terrible dangers.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all, Bartleby.
And while my mind is fogged and my memories vague, I trust my past judgment.
That makes sense.
You are destined for great things. Yours will be an incredible journey, young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first step.
Alright, time for Krokotopia. Now, first off, I'd like to say, I took a little bit of a break in recording, obviously. I recorded the other two, like, on Monday, I think.
Wizard? A servant of the one called
Also, for some reason, my earbuds are not working properly, but that's okay.
Perhaps you can help us.
Because you guys can't hear it. I can hear it, though.
Many times.
Many times.
Each time he comes, he raises more of the oppressive tots from their slumbers. They must be stopped, or they will.
Okay, so basically the gist of it is Malistaire is an asshole.
In the Oasis.
I'm gonna put my glasses on again. Perfect. I am very excited to do Krokotopia. Double Reagents is off now, which is sad. As I said, it is a week after I recorded it last. But, I don't think I really did much between episodes. In fact, I think I'm in the exact same state I was previously. But I'm so excited to do Croc. It's one of my favorite, worlds. And to that guy in the comments that keeps, you know, saying, like, please put it off classic mode. Good news for you. Krokotopia doesn't have a classic mode. So we've graduated. We're in Croc. New graphics.
What ho! Greetings,
What ho!
sir. You must be one of those wizards from Wizard City.
You're
Sergeant
correct.
Major Sylvester Quimby Talbot III at your service.
That is way too long of a
Order
name.
the Fang? I think I heard Professor Winthrop mention that name. He and his crew are still excavating when they should be evacuating.
I
You'll
like
find
the
Professor
wordplay.
Winthrop inside the pyramid. Perhaps he has some information that can help you. And please,
So-
try to keep him safe.
I think today, I don't know how, we're gonna see how much I can get done in one day, one episode. I'm not sure if I'll split it up into like the entire pyramid as one episode, or I'll split it into two. I'll probably split it into two.
You say you are looking for the Order of the Fang? As a
Yep.
matter of fact, I was just researching them when the Crocs attacked. My diggers and I had just found an ancient obelisk.
Ancient obelisk.
Everyone. If only I could see rubbings of the inscription on the obelisk. Do you think you could make rubbings for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
You can find the ancient obelisk at the dig site in the Royal Hall.
Obelisk the Tormentor. Alright. Oh yeah, there's teleporters now. I see, Gamma. I was just about to comment on it. Don't steal my thunder, you owl. You make the rubbings.
You make the rubbings.
Hell yeah, I do. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing some of these side quests as I go. Not as I go, but like between episodes. Because those side quests are all pretty easy and pretty fun. And they give a decent amount of XP. Maybe I'll do another live stream this weekend.
These rubbings are perfect. Let me decipher
Awesome.
the text.
Professor Winthrop studies the rubbings and grows frightened.
Uh-oh.
My word.
My word.
Order of the Fang was a secret group of croc wizards who wrote a book of rituals called the KROKONOMICON. The most powerful.
Damn.
Perhaps this order has something to do with the crocs attacking us now. Did Malistaire put them up to it?
He might
While I
have.
was running for my life from the croc attack, I saw Biti Nirini take an ancient tablet. He's the leader of the crocs in this area. Biti Nirini must have the answers we're looking for. To reach our fighting men are trying
Alright.
to protect our archaeologists.
Any Nirini. Damn, look at that picture. That is not the most flattering picture of a croc.
And take it from them.
I'm gonna take a screenshot right here. Boom. Perfect. Look at that. So, let's talk a little bit about Krokotopia since we're here, shall we? fun fact that many of you may or may not know about me, Krokotopia used to be my favorite world in all of Wizard 101. Approximately 4 or 5 years ago, it used to be my favorite, and I won't even lie to you, that was 100% from the bottom of my heart, just pure nostalgia. It has nothing to do with how good the world actually is, because let's be honest, Krokotopia is not the best world in Wiz. It's pretty... I would say it's pretty mediocre. In fact, I would argue it might even be considered bad. But my nostalgia used to overtake that. And nowadays, I would say I definitely don't think it's one of my favorites. In fact, it's pretty... I can see it for what it is, which is pretty mediocre. It's certainly not what I remember it being as a kid. And I will say that the new graphics update, as much as I think it's good, definitely ruined, like, the last vestiges of that. Like, any nostalgia I used to have for Croc is now kind of completely and utterly gone, which kind of makes it, you know, like, it's not... I just realized my camera's, like, way off kilter. There we go, that's a little bit better. My nostalgia for it's just kind of gone now, which kind of sucks, because it means that, I don't know, it kind of sucks, because it's like, this world now doesn't really have anything left. The only thing it really has left that's nostalgic is the music, which, don't get me wrong, I love the music. And, ooh, I can use Vampire for the first time, that's sick. Yeah, but I used to spend, as a child, I used to come to Krokotopia, and I used to go to the Chamber of Fire, and I would just sit there for hours listening to the music. Like, next to that lift up at the top part where that lift is going up and down, I used to sit there for days just listening to the music as a kid. Now, you may ask, why? And the answer to that is, I really don't know. I think as a kid, you know, as a kid, you're very easily amused, and part of being easily amused was me just sitting there listening to the music infinitely. Which, I don't know, as a kid it kept me entertained, and it nowadays means that Krokotopia music is incredibly nostalgic for me. Like, this music right here that you guys are hearing, I've probably listened to that more than most people have playing this game.
You found the chamber key. Well done.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Our men here have their hands full fighting the Crocs. Can you defeat Biti Nirini in his chamber?
I can do
Claim
that.
the missing ancient tablet from him, and perhaps I can find out how this madness started.
Aye, aye, Captain. Now, we started getting spellements from every quest, which is intriguing. The thing is, though, is that, like, since we didn't get them from Wizard City quests, by the time I get enough to upgrade a spell, I'm not even going to be using that spell anymore. Like, you don't use Ghoul. Like, by the time I'm going to have enough Ghoul spellements, I'm not even going to be using Ghoul.
You are not worthy of standing before me, wizard. Fall
Okay, that's
to
a
the
little
floor.
intense.
Maybe then I shall show mercy on you.
And by that's a little intense, I both mean what Biti Nirini was saying, and also the fire that is surrounding the arena. It's rather intense. That's a weakness. We love that we're now in the era of weaknesses. Enemies will start spamming them every battle. Alright. I'm just gonna Blade and Vampire, and hopefully it'll do enough. If it doesn't, it should do almost enough. So, I'm recording this kind of in the morning. I woke up a little early because, if you guys, I mean, most of you guys probably don't, but I play a lot of Valorant, and I watch a lot of Valorant esports. And Champions 2025 is happening right now. As of recording this, it's happening in approximately an hour and 30 minutes. So, I'm not going to lie to you, for some reason, I thought that it started at 6 in the morning, which it doesn't. It starts at 9 in the morning in EST, which don't know how I mixed that up, but I did. So I woke up at 6 in the morning, and I was like, oh, apparently, it's not happening right now. So, oops. Hey, another kill I can get with Death Assist. Yeah, so I was like, it's not gonna start for another 2 hours. What do? I guess I'll record a video in the meantime, which I'll get this episode done and uploaded, and I'll probably on Saturday maybe do a stream, which Saturday is the day that this is coming out, so I don't know whether, part of me kind of, I mean, I could do one at like noon instead. I don't usually like streaming the same day that videos come out because sometimes it'll like hurt the video. I've noticed if I'm streaming while a video comes out, like not as many people will watch the video. Alright. I'm gonna use Ghoul. It should do enough damage. There's no reason other than getting a slight bit of health back, but might as well, right? So, one thing I kind of thought about that has made me think maybe I should keep doing some side quests for a little bit is the sooner I get to level 30, the sooner I get Mount Olympus gear, which will make soloing significantly easier. So, I kind of thought, like, you know, maybe I can just keep doing side quests for a bit. Like, at least until, I don't know, a little later in the game. Like, maybe do side quests all the way up to, like, Dragonspire, maybe? And if I do that, who knows?
Ancient tablet! Now I can get the rest of the story on the Order of the Fang.
Professor Winthrop studies the ancient tablet.
The Order of the Fang oppose the evil Tuts. They planned to use the Krokonomicon to put the Tuts to sleep. And we had to come round and wake them up. If only
It's kind of
we
rude
had
to do that.
book, we could set things right again. But where is it?
Good
I
question.
think the Order of the Fang still exists, hiding somewhere in Krokotopia. I want to find them. They must know where the Krokonomicon is kept. We've
You
discovered
don't say.
a map room that might help
A
locate
map
them.
room?
My assistant, Malcolm Danforth, has been working on a way to enter the
What a
palace.
name.
But with all these Tuts about, I'm afraid for him. Please help him.
You guys know anyone
Find him
named
in the
Malcolm?
excavation room in the Chamber of Fire.
It's a very interesting name, and I feel like a pretty rare name. Alright. Dig site. Look at these new graphics. Like, as much as I mentioned that it kind of removed the nostalgia for me, that doesn't mean that I hate them. Like, I love the new graphics. They're really good.
You're to help me find a way inside the palace? Excellent. As far as I can tell, the palace requires a keystone. My partner Robert
Keystone?
Lancaster has
We
been
mega evolving
searching
right
for
now?
the keystone. See if you can find him, while I see if I can't whip
Alright.
up some other way in.
I should leave a mark at the top, because there's going to be a lot of walking back and forth between these guys. Yeah, so I used to... Oh, I should get the Z quest too, so I can get that beetle. I used to, like, come up here and just watch this lift for hours, and I don't know why. As a kid, it just seemed like the best thing to do.
My, there are crocs everywhere.
You
Tell
don't
Malcolm
say.
Danforth I don't have the keystone, but I did discover. Say,
Nope.
could you do us a favor, being a wizard and all? Since we Marleybonians don't use magic, we don't have much effect against those fire servants.
You don't say. Yeah, I'll probably do some of these side quests between streams, because A, they're fun, B, get a little bit ahead in terms of XP. I'm gonna go grab the Zeke quest. Why not, right? Help Zeke with the Smiths. Might as well help him with the Beatles. What you saying, Zeke?
Well, hello again, young wizard.
Hey,
Good to see you again. I see you made it out of Wizard City.
I did.
You'd be glad to know all them Smiths you found are being appreciated. I found them all good homes, I did. They'll be safe so long as Malister don't get his way. Maybe you can help me
Malister.
again. I need to round up beetles. They're all over Krokotopia. You bring it back to me and I'll reward you.
Alright. Zeke is such a pleasant guy.
Thanks for that. Good show, that Robert. He couldn't find the keystone, but he did give us a way to find it.
Good
It's time
show.
to roll up your sleeves and dig into the dirt like a true archaeologist. We need to find that keystone. Please go to the dig site in the Royal Hall and search for the missing piece. It's probably just below the surface of the sand, so you may have to dig around some.
Time to go do that. It's time to go find the keystone in the pile of dirt. Now, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, so if I... Yes, it'll probably be about 20, a little over 20 minutes after beating the Nirini Quartermaster in Chamber of Fire. So I think I'm going to split the pyramid into two, because I think that makes more sense. And then I imagine the Krokosphinx will probably be split into 3, maybe 4. We'll see.
Wonderful! You have found the keystone! You are a true archaeologist, my friend.
That I
haven't
am.
been twiddling my thumbs either. I learned they divided the keystone into 2 pieces. There's only one thing to do, and I'm afraid it's up to you. According to these inscriptions, the Nirini Quartermaster has the... You will have to...
I'll kill him. Fine, leave it to me. I will also get the beetle on my way. Yeah, a lot of these Pyramid of Fire quests, it's funny because they're like very short, but very nostalgic. Actually, I mean, okay, see, I could just make this into one long episode. Maybe I'll just make this into one long episode, actually. That might be the play. Like one 50-minute episode rather than 2 20 to 30-minute episodes. Why not? We'll see. Did I get that beetle? Man, maybe I should split it into 2 episodes and record one when I'm slightly more awake. I feel like I'm doing a fine job of talking, but like at the same time, I'm not the most awake right now. So if you made it this far in the video, 17 minutes and 35 seconds in, tell me, what is your favorite band as of recently? What have you been listening to music-wise? Favorite artist? Everyone listens to different things, and I would be intrigued to see what you guys are listening to. I will say, I feel like my music tastes are pretty broad, a lot broader than they used to be. Like when I was a kid, not when I was a kid, but like when I was growing up in high school and whatnot, my music taste was very limited to rock and metal music. Man, that weakness is really going to be a pattern, isn't it? Yeah, it was very limited. To tell a little bit about like what I listened to, like in high school I was listening to a lot, or sorry, middle school I was listening to a lot of like metal, as in like classic rock and metal, so like, you know, Metallica, old bands like that, and you know, a lot of stuff that was music that my parents would listen to. And then in like 8th grade I got into the band Green Day a lot, and then from Green Day I got into the band My Chemical Romance a lot. And from there, it kind of, you know, I went into, like, the emo territory. And then I got into some heavier stuff. I was listening to System of a Down a lot back then. Where did I go after System of a Down? I went, like, very heavy for a while. Like, I was listening to nu metal, and then... I would say that my music taste really started changing when I started listening to Bring Me the Horizon and Pierce the Veil and those types of bands, and I started listening to a lot of metalcore. But then, kind of after I got out of high school and like, you know, the 20, I don't know what, I mean that was in 2020, but in the early 2020s, I started listening to a lot of other stuff. Like I started listening to older pop songs that I listened to when I was a kid. I started listening to even some older country songs that I listened to when I was a kid. Very different. Nowadays, my music taste is very broad, I would say. But some bands I've been listening to a lot Recently, I've been listening to a lot of the band Water Parks. Which has some really good albums. I've been listening to Honey Revenge. I've been listening to the band Hot Milk a bit, which I know sounds like they have a crazy name, but they have some really good songs. So I've been listening to a lot of like alternative type emo adjacent songs, which are all really, really good. Highly recommend listening to, I mean, any of those bands. Any of the bands I've listed in the last 3 minutes and or you know, just specifically those last 3 bands, I would say are really good. I'm quite excited because Water Parks is coming out with a new album soon-ish. They released their lead single, like, actually, it's almost been 2 months now, which is a little crazy. So I imagine that there's another single soon, but I'm really liking the sound. Alright, another vampire. Give me some health. I need some, I definitely need a wand that gives me an extra pip. Because it would make things a lot easier. It'll be annoying to trade the 5 accuracy, but, like, that extra pip is gonna go, like, such a long way in helping take down enemies. Look at that, nice 600 damage. Boom. Look at all of those spell elements. I do love me some spell elements. Yeah, I was thinking, I could farm some spell elements. The thing is, though, is I don't know how worth it would be to farm spell elements, because like certain spells would be worth, like if I got Vampire up and I got it to like tier 3 or tier 4, that would be pretty useful. Like 350 to 360 is actually quite a decent upgrade from 335. But I don't know when you can upgrade Vampire first. 330 damage flat on Banshee's actually really good too. I don't know. Yeah, like that upgrade right there, like even tier 3 with Banshee's super good. I don't know what the first boss that drops Banshee spell elements are though. But maybe once I get up to a boss that drops spell elements, I'll spend a little bit of time farming. The only thing is that farming spell elements is so slow sometimes.
The other piece. You're quite a tough worker. You sure you're not from Marleybone? Here, let me put the pieces together.
Not me. I'm not British. I would never be British.
Head back to the entryway and tell him we can unlock the palace now. It's been a pleasure working with you, even with all these crocs menacing us.
All these crocs menacing us. Alright, I'm looking at it right now, 23 minutes. I honestly think that's good length for an episode, because I'm going to, this series is going to go for a while. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, so I'll probably cut this into 2, because otherwise this episode will probably be over an hour long.
You and Malcolm found the keystone. Splendid. We have the key to the palace now. Go inside and help Lieutenant Standish clear the way into the throne room.
God, my earbuds. There's something wrong with them right now. For some reason, they didn't connect to my computer right. Yeah, so, the reason why I want to split this into 2 is, if you don't know the quests, the Palace of Fire is like a boss rush of all boss rushes. There's like 4 bosses, and then the Throne Room of Fire has like another 3. So if I do that all this episode, it's gonna end up being like over an hour long. If I split it into 2, next episode will probably be like 30 to 35 minutes, and this one can stay at a good 20 to 25, you know, which I like. So I think that's it for today. Make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button, and also become a channel member if you want to see some of these episodes early. But otherwise, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day.